Hey everybody, Ryan Schramm bringing you another community tour. So if you want to buy a house in San Clemente and you're looking for something that's larger, say around 3,000 square feet with 4 to 5 bedrooms, you don't want to pay the Mello-Roos tax, and you want to be in an excellent school district, then this community that we're going to look at today, the Reserve, might just be for you. So we're here at the Reserve. I'm about to take you through the gates. It is a gated community, which is nice. There's actually 4 different reserves. So you've got Reserve East, West, South, and North, all gated. We're gonna be taking you through the Reserve West today. Reserve North does have some larger, more grand homes with bigger lots. But for all intents and purposes, today we're gonna be in the Reserve West, looking at homes that are 2,800 to 3,400 square feet, with price ranges in the high $1 million price range to the mid $2 million price range. Now, what's great about the Reserve is, as I mentioned, there are no Mello-Roos, and it was built relatively newer. So in San Clemente, we have Talega, which are newer homes, master plan community, but it has the Mello-Roos tax, which a lot of people don't like. The Reserve was built in the early 2000s, part of the greater Forster Ranch area, and does not have the Mello-Roos tax, which people really, really like. And the HOA dues here are a little less expensive than Talega at about $285 a month. So what you end up getting is a larger house, no Mello-Roos, reasonable HOA, comes with a great pool, huge soccer field, which will drive you by. So nice amenities, and a neighborhood that has newer, larger homes. The lots aren't huge. Some of them do have ocean views, like all the homes on the left-hand side of this street are gonna have some kind of peak to pleasant ocean view. The homes on the right-hand side of the street, they don't have any view, but some of them have much larger lots. So you have a nice mix and variety of properties here that satisfy people that need more space, need more bedrooms, want some yard. When I drive through this community, a lot of times I see kids skateboarding or playing basketball on the streets. Lots of family activities that are taking place. But it's also quiet too, and really nicely manicured and maintained. What's also important too is there's generally a good amount of homes that are turning over in this community. Not too much to where it's alarming, but enough to where if you love this community, you don't have to wait forever for a home to pop up. Each one of these fingers has homes on both sides of the street and our cul-de-sacs. Now, if we were in the Reserve South, it would be the mirror image of the Reserve West here, which is kind of cool. But down here at the bottom, I'm going to take you by the clubhouse now. You can get between the two communities. Once you're inside the gate, you can go back and forth between the Reserve South and the Reserve West. Yeah, so the other thing about the Reserve, a lot of times people want that, 3,000, 3,200 square foot home. They want an ocean view, but they don't want to pay, $1,000 per square foot. They don't want to pay in the $3 million range. They want to pay in the low $2 million range or mid twos. That's the Reserve. It checks that box for a lot of my clients. So we're down at the recreation center now. There's parking down here. We're looking down kind of a coastal canyon that leads to the ocean. You can see to the right, you've got the clubhouse, the restrooms, the facilities, and the pool. It's a nice Spanish style building. School's back in session now as we film this. It's mid-September, so the pool's not full and the soccer field is empty. The soccer field and really it's football, soccer, whatever, huge field, has a decomposed granite trail that goes, or path that goes all the way around it. So if you're a runner, you want to exercise, sprint, or jog, It's kind of like the football field at the local high school. It's got the track going around it to where you can exercise with a beautiful backdrop. So again, the reserves are part of Forster Ranch. So the school district for these homes is going to be the Forster Ranch School District, which is Bernice Ayers Middle School and Truman Benedict Elementary School. You can check that out on greatschools.org, by the way. There are some of the homes in here that fall into Marblehead. So if you were very particular about it, we'd want to check that specifically for you. But most of the reserves are shown as going to Bernice Ayers Middle School or Truman Benedict Elementary, which are right next to each other and right down the street in Forster Ranch. So we've passed over now. You're getting a little sample of the reserve south while we're in here. Really no difference at first glance. Just more opportunity for homes in a great community. So if you have questions about this neighborhood or other neighborhoods like it, where you've got more bedrooms, 4 to 5 bedrooms, 2 and 3 car garages, some views, and all in the low to mid 2s, I've got a few neighborhoods to show you. They might be in Talega, they might be in Forster Ranch. The reserve will definitely be one of them, but reach out to me and we can explore the different neighborhoods and the different lifestyles that can be found in these neighborhoods, because that's what's ultimately going to drive you to make a decision one way or another. We'll leave you on this great little cul-de-sac here in the Reserve South. The last listing that I had on this street sold in 20 days, very close to the asking price. The family that sold it was in the home since it was new, and the family that bought it has been there for 5 years now. So it's a community with a lot of staying power, but it's also a community with enough homes in it that they're turning over and a new buyer can get in a reasonable amount of time. See you on the next one.